of Kakamega, our Singapore of Kenya. Thank you.
Very well. You're welcome, learners and teachers who are visiting us today. Department or Chairperson, Committee on Health, you have some papers. Honorable Nikal, Honorable Ward Chief is distracting you. You have some papers to lay?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I beg to lay the following paper on the table of the House today, Tuesday, 23rd June 2026. Report of the Departmental Committee on Health on its consideration of public petition number 1 of 2026 by Mr. James Cargo regarding management of hemophilia and other bleeding disorders among patients and children in the country. I beg to lay.
Very well. Chairperson, Budget and Appropriations Committee. I do not seem to see him around. That will be stepped down for later. Next order.
Order number 6, notices of motion.
Honorable Nikal.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I stand to give a notice of motion on consideration of public petition number 01 of 2026 regarding management of hemophilia and other bleeding disorders among patients and children in the country. Honorable Speaker, I beg to give notice of the following motion, that this House adopts the report of the Departmental Committee on Health on its consideration of public petition number 1 of 2026 regarding the management of hemophilia and other bleeding disorders among patients and children in this country, laid on the table of the House today, Tuesday, 23rd of June, the year 2026.
Very well. Next order.
Order number 7, questions and statements.
The first chance will go to the ones requesting statements by the Honorable Member for Tharaka. Honorable Murugara.
Yes. Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order 44.2c, I rise to request for a statement from the Chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Administration and Internal Security regarding the mysterious death of a child in the Raka constituency. Honorable Speaker, Ms. Shale Gatumi Mugende, a 3-year-old child from the Raka constituency, went missing on the 27th of April 2026. Her body was later discovered on 2nd May 2026 at Iriani village, Bukothima ward in the Raka constituency. The disappearance and subsequent death of the minor have caused anguish to her family and raised concern among the area residents. The circumstances under which the child went missing and the events leading to the discovery of her body remain unclear and require urgent investigation by the relevant security agencies. Such occurrences involving minors are rising in the country and raise serious concerns regarding the safety and protection of children, the response by security agencies to reported cases of missing children, and the capacity of investigative agencies to promptly establish the cause of death and bring perpetrators to justice. Honorable Speaker, it is against this background that I request for a statement from the Chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Administration and Internal Security on the following. 1. The circumstances surrounding the disappearance and the subsequent death of Ms. Shirley Katumi Mugendi, including the motive and whether the deceased was a victim of child abduction. Number 2, the steps taken and investigations undertaken by the relevant agencies upon receiving the report of the missing child, and including the timelines of response, such efforts, and recovery of the body. Number 3, the status of investigations into the death of the child, including whether any suspects have been arrested, and questions in connection with the matter. Number 4, the measures being taken to ensure that the family of the deceased receives justice. And number 5, the measures put in place to strengthen child protection, community policing, and rapid response mechanisms in cases involving missing children. Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker.
Very well. The Chair, Administration and Internal Security. Vice Chair, are you responding on the same?
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. I really want to support what Honorable Collegia is raising.
You are the Vice Chair of the committee.
Yes, but the Chair is here. So today the Chair is going to respond. I just want to ride on what Honorable Collegia is raising. I think the issue of pedophile and also people preying on children is rising in Kenya. It is a matter that we must take it with very serious concern.
Thank you.
And also penalties in terms of punishment must be severe so that there is deterrence across this country. It's a new thing and it's likely to grow if we don't stem it quickly. Thank you, Honorable.
The good thing is that, Honorable Raso, you're the Vice Chair of the committee that is responsible, so you'll have the chance to prosecute. But I agree with Honorable Murugara and yourself that the issue of missing children, the issue of defilement, the issue of murder of children is rising, and it's a matter that we must, as a House, give attention to. So I would hope that Honorable Chair of Administration and Internal Security, even as you answer Honorable Murugara's, it has a broader overview of what are we going to do to deter and for the responsible to get action taken against them, to deter others who would even be thinking about it. So we hope that you can be able to respond to. Honorable Toto? Not Toto, Honorable Donya.
You are not wrong, Madam Speaker. Toto is part of the name. I also have an issue with the chair because I raised a statement about missing children. You said you are going to give me a response in 2 weeks. Today ends the 3rd week. I've not received my response, Madam Speaker. I don't know why it is taking long. And yet, when he was asked how long will Donya get the response, they said 2 weeks.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. On the issue of when to respond to George Murugara, given the sensitivity of the matter, we'll try to get the response, even if it's preliminary, on Thursday 2nd. And I know still have one of your response. And I think on the matter, which was actually well handled by the Vice, we know, and we're also getting concerned that there is a high increase of such cases. But because we may be having the minister and, of course, the security agencies sometime this week, we may also put as one of the issue to be really addressed and look around on how to address that issue. It's really concerning to all of us.
So we expect a preliminary response on 2nd. I think that is in order next week. Honorable Kamket, is it on the same?
Madam Speaker, while the chair responds to those matters, may I also ask him, Madam Chair, to look at the report of a missing person, a student from my constituency, who went missing 2 weeks ago from Pwane University. And the OB number I can provide to him. We've tried all we could. but we've not been able to succeed. The parents are in
Honorable
in
Kamket,
distress.
I know you can also raise, because the chair has indicated the CS and the security agencies may be appearing.
Yeah.
Because you've not raised it on the floor officially.
I'm raising.
Liars with the chair,
Yeah.
if you can attend even that meeting so that you also follow it up. Owen Bayer.
Thank you.
Speaker, I want to say this, Speaker. You know, when the lives of children are at stake, the future of the nation is actually also at stake. And this is something that we must do within our means and powers as parliament and as a nation, that we must always protect the children of this country. The rising cases of children being defiled, children being killed, children being manhandled in whichever way, Honorable Speaker, must be something that should worry all of us and should worry even more security agencies, Honorable Speaker. That there are rogue guys, thugs that roam around and their target is just children, Honorable Speaker. And I think we must bring an end to this as a country. And if the security organs put their foot down and stamp their authority, we will not have we have the case in Kilifi where baby Kezia was first raped and her neck was broken and limbs dismembered. These are sick people. These are sick people. But all this comes down to how effective is our nyumba kumi, how effective is wazee wa vijiji, how effective is the system, the chiefs and the assistant chiefs. Because if these pedophiles and these people are roaming around, and yet we have security down from nyumba kumi going up, Honorable Speaker, then why are we having situations like this? Because this country is built, the security system in this country is built from bottom up. And we have eyes all over. Why do we get to this situation? So as Honorable Tongoyo tries to talk to some other people as I address his committee, Honorable Tongoyo, we need your attention. Murungara, allow the Honorable Tongoyo to give us his full attention. You need to put your foot down as a committee on the security apparatus. And you know, ensure that from wazee wa nyumba kumi going up, the security apparatus is working. Otherwise, a lot of things are happening in this country and nobody is aware. How can we have a situation like that? So I want to
Very well, you've made your point. You've made your point, Honorable Owen, and I've indulged you because this is a topical issue. It is a matter of concern and we must do something about it as a country. Honorable Tongoyo and your team, you can hear the sentiments of members. So we expect a better report, not just on that issue, but on the overriding issue of insecurity to children in the country. Millie?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, as you know, all my life I've worked around issues of child protection. And I want to agree with the members that it's very concerning what is going on around the country in relation to children. And I would request the committee that when they are considering to let us know whether there's sufficient funds for the counter-trafficking victims fund, for the victim protection fund, that helps when we actually get victims. But above all, can we know whether there is also a challenge in terms of the number of officers that can deal with those cases? Because then maybe the question comes back to us as a house. Otherwise, Madam Speaker, the issue of missing, abducted, and murdered children is becoming absolutely scary, and it's something that I wish even as Parliament we could have actually dealt with it on the 16th of June, which was the Day of the African Child. It's just that I wasn't around to raise it, but the relevant committee should give us that information.
Muliungi? You'll be the final one on this.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I would like to give information to the Committee on Security because there are so many people who are missing. And last 2 weeks, in my constituency, 6 bodies were found in a mass grave and exhumed. And I made a statement here about the same. And the Security Committee was supposed to respond to me in 2 weeks. Maybe, Madam Speaker, those people who are missing could be the 6 bodies which were found in my constituency buried in a mass grave, and they have not been identified up to date. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Honorable Chair, you have your work cut out. And there are some issues that Honorable Millie has raised, that you have a desktop kind of look for the issues, because even prosecution, the judiciary, it all ties together. If someone has been suspected of killing a child, if that does not see the conclusive end of actually being jailed or any consequences, it emboldens other perpetrators. So we need to look at it not just from the one case, but all the way to the end. What is the problem? Evidence collection. And I know every member here, if they speak, they have had a story in their constituency that touches children. So I'll give you a minute to just wrap it up.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And I think actually you have really put it very well. And I agree that it has to be a collaboration between both the criminal and justice system. But having said this, Madam Chair, one, I want again to reaffirm that we had called the minister and the security agencies to appear before the committee. We had planned Thursday, but because of the obvious issues, the reasons, we may push it to Tuesday, if it's agreeable between the committee and the CS. But Speaker, we all know that this parliament appropriated the 2026-27 budget, and there is about 3.9 billion 3 billion Kenya shilling to pay the village elders. And one of the big reasons is that these village elders should be able to help the police and the Gawa officers to the village level and to the household to address such big challenges like the missing and such deaths of children. So it's something that we'll be addressing. And I call upon other colleagues who probably have their question and statement not responded to, they can as well appear before the committee so that we can process at the committee plenary.
Kindly make timely communication to the affected members for planning. Next statement by the member for Saboti. Are you in the House?
Yes, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, thank you for this opportunity to request for a statement regarding the foreign scholarship awarded to Kenyan students. Honorable Speaker, pursuant to the provision of Standing Order 44.2c, I rise to request a statement from the Chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Education regarding the award and the distribution of foreign government scholarships to Kenyans. Honorable Speaker, over the years, the Ministry of Education has facilitated awards of a considerable number of foreign government scholarships in recent years. However, little information has been made public on how these scholarships are awarded, including the granting countries, the fields and levels of study, the number of beneficiaries, and the distribution of beneficiaries across counties and constituencies. It is important that